beautiful music. I'll just say, now because I get money for you, you no need careful. Even if you are careful, I carry your kele go. So yeah, you're welcome. Right to the other half of the show. Yes, it's still Z Roundtable, and then of course we're talking about everything that has happened, the major things, major events that have happened in the Nigerian music scene for the year 2022. Yes, of course, I still remain Don Femi King, the Radio Godfather, and I have right here with me Ikon leaving. I have Manni. Yes, Debola is still with me, and of course Sturaro. Well, DJ Pepe has gone to play music for the ladies, but then we'll continue. Maybe he will join us in the course of the show. Right now, we'll be quickly talking about the artists that we have. We have Olamide Shitu, better known as Dre, a multi-talented Nigerian rapper from Ogun State, Abeokuta South local government. Dre drew his music inspiration from listening to different types of genre while growing up. He finds solace in every music that is appealing to the ear, which in turn helps him to be creative and innovative in his music surgeon. Over the years, Dre has released a whole lot of singles that are well received by music critics and commentators. Sumo Me is there, No Cap is there, Grime and Stop Killing Us were his first singles in the music world. He also dropped an ever-circulated track in 2021 with the title Balu, and another one, Who Be This Guy, that's WBTG, which went popular across airwaves in Nigeria. The most recent of the single is Party, which is currently racking impressive numbers right here. Let's quickly get to have a feel of Dre's Party. Okay. Yes, amazing, beautiful music by Dre. It's titled Party.
What you saying, you Kali? What you saying, bro? What you saying, bro? What you saying? As the wedding day, set the location, let us party. Every time we go outside, it be like Christmas, like last December. I really don't like to spray like that anyway, just call the money changer. First day, shake body, big body. I want me don't touch that girl. Down up for me, go carry Sandra. Give me vodka, with a drink Fanta. Shana will leave with a bill lantern. I see. I want me don't touch that girl. Down up for me, go carry Sandra. Give me vodka, with a drink Fanta. Shana will leave with a bill lantern. That's a guy. Me, I don't hide you. Me, I don't mess with me. I don't mess with me. I don't catch your cruise. Me, I don't show you. Yeah, I mean, I don't choose.
Let's move over to Frenzy Official. Yes, we have another artist who goes by the name Frenzy Official. He's a Nigerian South African recording artist signed to Universal Music. He goes by the name John Oluwafemi Ogungbenro, affectionately known as Frenzy Official. And then this guy happens to be an Afrobeat artist and songwriter who was born and raised in Ibadan in Oyo State. His career dates to his early teenagehood, although he only managed to release his first single titled Bank, a hip-hop track in 2013, which helped to establish his music career. Getting inspiration from everything that is happening around him and from music legends like Fela Kuti, Wizkid and Ebenezer Obey, the 30-year-old singer is a force to be reckoned with in the music industry, as he hopes to inspire more upcoming artists and promote talent in youngsters. Let's get to listen to the music of Frenzy Official. This one right here, featuring Busy and KG Daking, and it's titled Goshehe.
party, making dough on the low low. Anyway, the money go, sure you know we go. Too many G's when they come stress me, them they go low. When we match up the place where they call the popo. I be Joshua, I'm well, kill a fefe, come on, Bami Jojo, baby sorry. I'm Joe, I be Joshua, I'm well, kill a fefe, come on, Bami Jojo, baby sorry. Bami Joe.
Okay, that's Gusheshe by Frenzy Official featuring Busy and KG Dakin. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, as we continue right away, definitely we have to talk about the Empire's DJ, that's the in-house DJ, yes, Zaga Empire's in-house DJ, who goes by the name Ajiroba Kodri Abiodun, also known as WF DJ Haji. He's a Nigerian DJ and Fountain University graduate, known for his gutsy and genre blending mixes. Definitely, after graduating from the university, he began to concentrate on his career as a DJ, dropping a number of mixtapes to his credits, working as a nightclub's official DJ, also the official DJ of Zaga Empire Entertainment, and of course, working on countless number of gigs. Right now, his reputation has preceded him to work as a DJ in Diamond 88.5 FM in Ilesha, Osun State. So yes, we move over right now to the hits that we have in the year 2022, or let's say the 10 that we have actually selected for this show. Yes, definitely we had a lot of hits. Some of them have not been able to get into this particular list. Talking about let me see. Sugarcane remix has not been able to get on this list. Adulthood Anthem has not been able to get on this list. Yes, but no, those were hits also. So we have this particular ones. We have Burna Boy's Last Sungba remix by Ashake featuring Burna Boy. Definitely we have Back in Uni by Black Bones. We have Extra Cool by Young John. We have Buga by Kiss Daniel, which happens to be like almost, I don't know whether it's the biggest song of the year. I really do not know. And then Finesse by Feuds and Buju. Of course, Kulosa by Oxlade. Ijola Balaba by Crayon. Calm Down by Rema. And Back to Me by Whiskey. So those are the 10 tracks that we have selected to review right now. Definitely we have other hit tracks that we'll just mention as time goes on. So for me, let me start with Ikon this time around. Ikon, Burna Boy's Last. Should we attribute the success to the relatability or the fact that Igbo and Shayo are things that are trending, and then that's why it has become one of the biggest songs of this year?
I would say for me, I think it's a perfect combination of both. Okay. Yeah. When the song came out, the trend was popular among like our demographic. You don't cast last, everybody go to breakfast. You understand? So him now putting it in the song with the crowd chant we're talking about, Ashake. That crowd chant, like plenty of people saying it now, like, okay, now this is something that everybody is feeling. The truth behind the song being that he himself passed through the heartbreak. I think we can all agree that no one can sing a heartbreak song better than somebody who has just gotten heartbroken or someone who has just passed through a bad relationship you get. So that, then a mixture of Igbo and Shayo, we know what it means to us here in Nigeria as men that we are. Then also like abroad too, when it spilled over abroad and like people did not even get the Igbo and like people were thinking that is another thing that he was even saying. We saw videos of like people singing it differently.
And Ichibol and something.
Yeah. So a perfect combination of both of them, the chant, the timing that it came out, the whole reality behind the whole statement. So like it kind of felt like a song from the heart. That okay, this is something that truly was really spazzing on this track. So I feel, and yeah, the whole we know how relationship market is in Nigeria this past few years now. So I think a perfect combination of all of that, to me, is the hit song for this year. Number one hit song for this year.
All right. Yes. Another thing is when he performed this track first at his concert, I think MSG. Yeah. And then he said this track is one of the track off his new album Love Damini.
Yes.
And then the reaction was really like electrifying.
Yeah.
I personally did not get to like the song at that
time
first instance.
Yeah.
You know. So Debola, well, I want to ask you that your first experience with that particular track, how was it?
My first experience with last.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Burna Boy. For me, I just felt like it's going to be a hit.
Okay.
Because it's something we can relate to, like you said.
Sure.
We go about it every day. Everybody they chop breakfast. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a hit. And you go and shy you. When you finish eating that breakfast,
You go
what?
back to
Yeah.
Right.
So it's normal for it to be a hit because
Yeah.
there are people that like that go and shy and all. You get so. I just feel like it's going to be a hit. Like there is no doubt. But the only thing I did not see coming is it's been a global hit. I just felt like it's just going to be
Nigerian thing.
Yeah, immediately released the video. Even the video was not, I don't want to say up to standard, but the video was just the whole cruise and all. He directed the video, I think.
Yeah.
So
Self-directed.
He has directed a lot of his videos.
Yeah. So when I saw that video, I was like, okay, this song is going to be a hit, Nigerian hit, but I mean, for it to now be a global hit, I mean, kudos to African giants.
Odogu is back.
It's
All right, well, let's talk about another song right now because of our time. Ashake featuring Burna Boy. Burna Boy again in the scene. Yes, that's a Sungba remix. Well, Manni.
Yes, sir.
What do you see to this track?
Okay, Sungba that is the OG, was already a hit. But Burna Boy coming on the song with that energy just breathed new life into the song. And I prefer it to even the OG itself because the Burna's verse of the song was very electrifying. So to me, that would be my song of the year. I don't care about any other song on the list. Even Bad to myself. I don't really, but that song in particular, it was the one for me. This year. Sungba remix.
Okay, for the song to have dropped since February and it's still it still matters.
Anywhere in the club, I know
now.
it's a straight banger.
I think it's
since February.
It's
I know.
definitely contend a lot with other big hits for the year. Okay, let's get back to the university right now, and then I want to face the rapper enthusiast. That's Sturaro. Okay, let's talk about back in uni. What's your side to this particular song? Because we all know Blackbone's the rapper, but the verses of this song sounded more like it was just singing or vibing. What do you see to that?
I think I'll be the best person to actually give an analysis of.
Because I know you are
it's
a big fan of rap.
It actually has a lot to do with me aside being a fan of rap. But as at that particular period of time, I was done with my exam, and the only thing I was expecting as a final year student of the University of Ilorin was to resume, and complete my project. And immediately he dropped that song. That was when Asuka of that track. So that track actually
that was a click for you.
Yeah, it was a click. It actually related directly with me. And aside that, Black Bones is a type of rapper, musician that will tell you in the track that you have to improve on your blowjob or else I'll cheat on you, something like that. You never let you away. You never get away from whatever he's doing. Aside from his creativity, someone was talking about back in uni, like going back to the campus, and again he was being dirty on the other hand of it. So if you want to be serious, there is a part for you. If you want to be a fuck boy, there is a part for you. So the song to me related very well. Maybe not my best song of the year. I will still go with Last, but then back in uni was a great art from Black Bones.
All right. Well, now I want to face Debola again. Let's talk about Young John's Extra Cool. Before we talk about the song, okay, I think we should pick these two songs together. Or let's dissect them one after the other. But before we talk about the Extra Cool track itself, I don't know whether anybody has been wondering with me what Young John has been doing all this while, like a producer. And so you are that loaded, you are that good, you have this kind of voice, and then you have decided to be at the back of the scenes like for I think almost a decade or more.
I think it's the same with Feuds. I think
And
they have,
Fuse too, yes.
I think
that's
they have,
exactly why I was saying
we
maybe
have
it's
a
joined
lot
the
of
two
them.
they
songs.
have-
Yes.
Talk
I'll
of
say-
Fino,
Yes.
Fino,
Techno.
Jesse Jazz.
Yeah.
Jesse Jazz was undercover Masuko for a while.
Of
Before
course.
he started.
Yes.
A whole lot of them like that.
But you know, a lot
I
of
think
a lot
they
of
as-
producers,
they
a
as-
lot of
they as
producers do like
producers.
1-2 years and then they come out to try something.
Yeah,
you
Manni
know.
Burial.
Some of them get lucky with it. Some of them you don't even get to hear their their album or their work of whatever, you know. And then I think I have this idea of who again? What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. And he's my very good friend. But I can't remember his stage name right now. Fowles' producer.
Willis.
Willis.
Says
Problem
Problem
King.
King.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Says dropped an album like 5 or 6 years ago then, but you know it was not wasn't really a big success. So a lot of them actually get to do that, but Young John, I never heard him in any form, you know, before this recent times, and then of course a Fuse too. So what have
I
these
think
guys been
I had
up to?
Fuse on Wale
Yeah.
Tona,
I think I even
One
heard
Freaking Who or something like that.
I heard Fuse on Fuse took the chorus on Crown of Clay. Crown of Clay, the OG and the remix. The Emma Vector song. I think what happens with producers is I think when I was watching I was reading KLP's interview, and he said when he was producing African Giants for Burna Boy, like he made more than 1,000 beats, and he was playing these things for Burna, and Burna would just hear like 4 seconds of the beat and tell him next one. After that next one, that beat is gone. So I think what happens with producers is that it gets to an extent where you are seeing artists cook this thing in your studio, tell you how to do things, and maybe you just think that can't I just try this thing? So I think that space that happens is where the voice training comes in, because you know that okay, you have to train your voice, you have to get your tones, get your keys right and everything, and maybe you just try it once and it works. Young John, I would say I felt Young John would be an artist since Marfo when he featured Naira Marley, and he showed face in the video, like he had physical presence. You know that okay, this song Young John actually owns it. So I think maybe between that space of him being with I think it was with YBNL that time, then moving to Chocolate City as an artist, what would have happened then would be voice training. I don't know if you guys remember Shalabalistica, Killer Tunes.
Yeah.
He also dropped an album like last year, and this guy was singing almost like if you are sleeping, you won't know that this is not Wizkid singing. You will know that this guy has studied Wizkid pattern, went to a voice coach or hired a voice coach and said, okay, this thing, myself, I want to try it. So I think that's just what happens with producers. Like you have a lot of beats on your system, you send it to many artists. You might send 10, you receive only 1 or 2. The remaining 8, what should happen? I think you just realize that let me just cook it, see how it comes out. So I think it's just part of the creative process.
Okay.
Most of the time, yeah.
And so the the song Extra Cool, Debola, what do you say to it?
Well, I feel Extra Cool is a very nice song.
Yeah.
Straight hit, no two way about it. It's a straight hit, and Young John I don't know why he has been hiding, because I can tell you categorically that he has close to, it's not 2 hits or so.
Dada.
Or
Extra
even
Cool and Dada.
more than that.
And that remix too.
So Extra Cool
yeah,
is
Extra Cool was straight up.
straight
Okay.
hits.
Just like Ikon was saying about vocal coaching. If you listen to the song Extra Cool song very well, Young John, I think he applied more than 2 vocal textures on the song. Yeah, there was where it was high pitched. Then I think the hook, he just went
Like,
mellow.
on the floor.
But everything was well packaged and it was very appealing. And it was energetic.
Personally, I just feel like most of these producers are just going back to their first love.
Yeah.
For you to want to do anything that pertains to music, you need to fall in love with music.
Sound.
Yeah. The first place. So they love doing it and they are just going back to it, and it's working for them. I mean, we have CK also.
Yeah, CK
was
was the producer.
Yeah.
For
And
the
then
DMW boys. Yeah.
I think it was this year. Love One City blew up again.
Yeah. Container don't land.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like when the chef says, if I can boil water, let me just do the rice and the stew. Do everything yourself. So I think that's just what was creative expression.
Okay, so do we have anything to talk about Buga by Kiss Daniel?
Nothing to talk about, just
Fantastic
music.
Straight it.
Yeah, okay.
I think
That's my song of the year.
That's my song of the year too.
Buga should be competing with Last. Though I'll still pick Last because even as at this particular period of time, you have our politicians going on campaign, dancing, vibing to Buga, all of those things. Some of them do not even know what it says aside the Buga part. So for me,
we've seen videos of
very, very
pastors, I think,
and market women, children.
That is why it should be ahead of Last.
You see people walking like these.
Me, I agree with that, but the thing is, Buga now, yes, the performances it's reached everywhere, but by next year we might not see any more. Like, how many videos of Buga are we seeing now? But we know that every week that Bona is performing, we will see a new way.
That's the Bona factor.
That's
That's
the Bona factor.
That's the Bona factor.
I know, but it's the song. The song is still going to gain from the personality of the artist. I'm not faulting, I'm not saying Buga is not a hit. To me, I would say he reached far more places than Last. I'm not sure I can see an 80-year-old man singing Last in Nigeria. Yeah, we are talking about Nigerian hits. So, but I'm sure that I would know that every old person surely had go MEC, you go lo, you get. But just like Bona's personality adds that extra factor to Last over Buga, you get. But Buga, no, straight up it. And I think Buga is the thing that we're saying about Shake the other time. Buga is Kiss Daniel knowing that this palette. There was someone was saying something the other day. I had one of my friends saying that if you are a true fan of Kiss Daniel, you notice that Kiss Daniel has a formula for music.
Of course.
Like, it's not even a sonic palette. This one is
formula.
Do like this.
The
You are
chorus
getting
comes,
this.
the hook.
The chorus, the hook, the lines, everything short, and easily memorizable. You can sing it to yourself. You can sing it with people. Straight up banger. But Buga and Cough, if you look at it, it's almost the same thing. That's why I don't blame. If you see that your formula is working for you, why should you change it? If it's not broken, don't touch it. Don't try to fix it if it's not broken. So that's just what I feel with Buga do. Yeah.
All right. Well, yes, one of the biggest songs of the moment. Then, kind of fading off off the scene right now. That's Phoenix by Feuds featuring Benson. Yeah. What do we see to Phoenix? Was it about the relatability that if I broke,
everything together.
Billing was too much that period.
Was it about
the truth is that TikTok played a major role in this whole.
And then let us forget that there's this crowd singing.
Vocal,
crowd.
But TikTok played like majorly. Most of us don't even know Feuds sang that part.
Bass.
The part we loved the most. We don't know he sang the part here. And they tried. I mean, Feuds. I wasn't expecting that from him. Honestly, I won't lie. I heard him sing.
The song blew too much that it had to be released before the release date.
Before the release date.
Like, they knew that this song we have to drop it now. Wait till
if you don't drop it
will lose the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was that even Davido had to confess it on his show now in this thing O2 is that like a song released on Friday. I think Davido's show was the other week before the Friday of the other week.
Singing along.
And people were singing,
like
20,000 people in O2 were singing along, and Davido was like mad. He sung in 1 week. And everybody in UK already knows it. So that's how big it was then, and the whole relatability, the salad, the
if I
verse,
broke.
then
And
also
that was the period everybody was.
Buju's intro. Some people were saying, I find in SS3,
I find ESSC.
I find ESSC, I find USSCE, Omo. It was a moment to like,
But
it was a
then
massive
first-
I love the part that you said the song is actually fading out. You know, I think that's the problem with most of these artists. They have to do things that will outlive them. You know, when we talk of last class, there can never be a day that you will not see what's it called, breakfast. There can never be a day. So till eternity, that music will outlive Burna Boy for sure.
Exactly.
But you know, as of that particular period of time, we were all complaining about Urgent 2K.
Urgent 2K. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they jumped on it, and now how many of us
Was
are
it
discussing
trending?
are
Was it
discussing
trending?
at this moment?
I think maybe by
So,
next year it might still start again because January billing will.
we for don't blow by that time now.
Many billings will come again.
No, we today could be our problem by that time.
Okay, let's talk about Oxlade's Colossal.
I think
Colossal was just Oxlade expressing that he's a very talented artist, and that talent is undeniable. Then TikTok too played an important role.
But I don't know. Do you think Oxlade felt that song would be this big a hit?
I mean,
I doubt it.
he
I
dropped,
don't
he
think so.
dropped the song already. People listening to it
And like
they did not
we
look
moved
at
on.
that.
don't
Like
think so.
it was somehow like
No. I felt the song, and I was telling
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
have you heard Oxlade's Close? And they're like,
Yeah.
I've heard, but
I've heard it, but like-
how are you not feeling this song? Like why?
to
This
me,
song is a
to
banger.
me,
This
I
song
won't
is
lie.
dope.
I won't lie.
Uh-uh.
I'm actually shocked that song went that far. To be honest, Last House is my biggest hit of the year. Closer is my biggest surprise of the year. Like now, even getting a Camila Cabello feature on the remix, like I'm like, this same Closer. Since Away, I won't lie. My best Oxlade song has always been Away.
No.
But
To you,
yeah,
for you,
okay.
okay.
But
To me too.
Closer
Sugar now.
going.
Give me sugar.
I love it.
No, I just love
I
it.
love it.
But
bro. We don't chop Oxlade.
closer. No, I know. Funny thing, I know Sugar. Give me sugar. I even know Chris with Ricardo Banks that year. But Closer, like, how did he just like that? He just caught fire. Like,
Oxlade is like, to me, I think he's like one of the best vocalists in Nigeria.
yeah. No
He
doubt.
has
about
very
it.
good vocals,
He's
and he
very
expressed
good,
that on that Closer
on that
song
Closer track,
because
yeah.
he was hitting the falsettos and it was just entering my body anyhow.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's true. I think that would be the biggest surprise hit of the year.
Nah.
That's
For
like
me.
the only artist close.
He found that song like,
cool.
bro.
Yeah. Close to one cool, yeah.
He
Yeah,
back causing trouble. God of mercy. Oxlade. He back
Okay, then another surprise was this particular song. Well, when it came out, the first time I heard it, and then the introduction, the intro of the beat sounded so much like Ashake's song. Then I was just wondering, okay, what's really going on? Until I heard "Open the Fire." Blah, blah, blah. Then I was just like, wow.
Don't finish.
So talking about Idola Balaba by Crayon, as at that time, my mind would have told me that Crayon of all people, of all artists, because I was already thinking that this guy was just mentioned ever. He was just mentioned in Mavins, and then he's fading off already without actually becoming a proper A-list artist. And he was already fading off. That was my thought of him before this song. But let's talk about the success of this song. Is this not one of the biggest surprise of this year?
I'll say that Crayon, I've always liked Crayon. He's talented, but I don't know, it did not just happen for him as at when it was supposed to.
When it was supposed to.
But I'm just happy that he was able to get his flowers this year with Overdose, because I think he was the writer for Overdose.
Yes.
Then this song, Ijola Balabasu. Then I think he wrote most of the songs on the album.
On
the new Maven album. So I'm just happy that I'm just happy that it just happened for him this year, because he really deserves it. To be honest.
Me too. I would say a hit song for Crayon was long overdue. And to me, Ijola Balaba I still even wanted to do more. Like because he had a dance with only that the dance is kind of like maybe it's kind of hard or too many steps. But Ijola Balaba was like, even Don Jazzy said at the point in time that he doesn't just know why it hasn't clicked yet for Crayon. That he's still surprised that not like he said it outright, but you get that he's someone that is looking like Crayon. Like you were here before Era Star.
Yeah.
I think he was signed same time with Rema also.
Yeah,
same period.
I think same period
like
with Rema.
after
Yeah.
Rema, yeah, after
With
And
those
Rema
two- with those
after
two,
Rema.
what's their name again?
DNA.
So it's like Rema has gone. DNA, okay, yeah, they didn't make it. Crayon is supposed to be like with like Crayon. I believe Crayon should even be in the conversation before Ruga said.
Yeah, Crayon was, yeah.
So, but that hit has not just been there. He has too correct with Rema was guy, but not that.
Yeah, Pano,
Yeah.
so good.
But Ijola Balaba was that one
Everybody
was,
got
deserved
into the tune
got into the tune.
with Ijola Balaba and Overdose.
So apparently we are all happy for Crayon.
Yeah, man.
That's beautiful. Okay, well, let's talk about "Calm Down" by Rema again. Yes, we spoke a little bit about it, during the album review. But then, this song, do we think the song would have gone very far? I mean, in our own music scene. I'm not talking about internationally now. Without the help of Selena Gomez,
I think
would it have gone this far in our own music scene without the remix?
Calm Down was already a hit before Selena Gomez.
Yes,
To
definitely.
me, in Nigeria, I don't think the
I mean,
remix
would it have gone this far, like delayed till this time?
The impact,
Okay.
the impact
Would
of
it-
Selena Gomez on that track can never be underestimated. But
Okay.
then, Calm Down was a hit
Of course, it
before
was a
Selena
hit.
Gomez, and people. I mean, an artist like Selena Gomez, we don't jump at the track that was popping. So it is certain that the track was doing very well before she jumped on it. So for me, I think Rema actually knew what he wanted and he released Calm Down. Though I still feel like that was not the biggest hit of his career, but then it is one of the biggest hits of his career. You talk of Dunebi and this one too. So for me, the recognition that he is getting on Calm Down, it is very, very well deserving. Considering a lot of backlash that he's had in the past, that so many people are not giving him his credit for what he's done. And I said it the other time that Rema is just a type of a musician that is known for. I think he's configured for single, not album. But then he did very, very well on Calm Down.
Thank you.
All right. Well, what about "Back to Me" by Wizkid?
Yeah.
This particular music, when I heard it, it didn't sound Wizkid to me, especially the chorus.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes, especially the chorus. So I was just wondering.
I think on-
why you get there, baby? Why, like, wow.
As
That
an
Wizkid came in. He came in like the international act that he has
Okay.
been, and then all of a sudden he switched back into the Nigerian style in the same track, and I think it worked for him because this particular song was the very first one of the album to get into the charts, to get into top 10. And I think it hit number 4 on the first week, when it came out. So should Wizkid have continued with this, international plus local style, in his other music? I want to throw the question to the
Okay. Back to Me was just Wizkid reminding us that I can do it however I want. I can give you like this, I can give you like this, but I'm deciding to give you like this because that is just the way things are presently. So I think that was the only song where he had the crowd vocals in the whole album. Yeah, so I think that alone is a statement to we the listeners that we have been saying on Made in Lagos, people were saying he was sounding too international and stuff like that. Then he came on Mall of Let's Go, and the first song was Back to Me, and it had the infused crowd vocals, and that was the only song. The rest of the song were more less, will I say, Africanic in nature. So just telling that I have this and I have this, but I'm deciding
I
to
still
give
have the
you this.
Niger flavor, but I want to.
But want to do it this way exactly. Just showing its versatility come to life.
Okay, what can we say about Ira Star's Rush?
If not that, we cannot select more than 10 top tracks. I think Ira Star, for what she has done in the past 2-3 years, I think she is one of the best vocalists that we have among the female musicians in Nigeria. So Rush for me, if not for the agreement between us, I think Rush for me should have replaced Back to Me.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
They have
be
replaced
sentimental. Personally,
extra cool. For me, not even bad.
Personally, I
extra
feel like
cool.
Bad to Me should not be on
be
the
there.
list.
Yeah,
It's a very nice song,
personally,
very good song. This,
But I think
that,
Rush
but
was
Bad to
better.
Me should not be on that song, on that list. Bad to Me is on that list because
Wiz is
sang
It was
it.
Whiskey.
Yes, it's now Whiskey singer. Streams. It's going to have streams. FC will stream it,
Yeah,
whether
sure,
it is
sure.
interesting or not.
Sure.
You get, but Rush should have been ahead of Bad to Me. That's just it.
Yeah, I think Rush was mad. Rush was crazy. The pull, the impact that Bad to Me just, apart from what you said about Wiz, like showing us that okay, he can do this thing. Then the whole, I think I can remember there was a day on Twitter that artists were arguing on who brought Tama Piano to Nigeria, and like Rolling Stone now tagged it that okay, Wizkid's track has like started a conversation on who brought Tama Piano to Nigeria. I don't really think Bad to Me had any like mad pull or impact like that compared to the other songs on the list though. Maybe due to the time factor, because I think Bad to Me was released September or October.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was earlier in the year, it would wear in on us, you get. But Rush was instant banger. And also, like he was saying something about Rema not being an album person, but more of a singles person. But if you check, Rema has always been a project person. 2 EPs.
2 EPs back to back.
Two EPs back to back.
I didn't say he was not doing it. I was saying that when he's doing single,
Yeah.
he's always on top.
Rema hardly does singles. Most of the time, his singles are always part of a project.
EP, wait. EP is
Yeah.
an EP is different from an album.
An album, I know.
An album, you have to like
There's a
maybe like 12
more
songs,
18
18 songs. You get,
Yeah.
but in an EP you can decide maybe 5 songs.
Yeah,
so
4, 5.
that is
now.
why
Yeah.
I would also
Agree with
I
you.
agree with him that
Well, to me,
Rema
I
is
feel
not.
I agree that Calm Down is not even my favorite song. I'm not even sure it's in my top 3. But the fact that it blew, it surprised me too. I just think it's because of the way it makes people feel. Like it has this primary school vibe.
Calm Down was released before
And
like,
Calm Down was
the other
released
songs. So
before
it was like a lead single.
it was a lead single.
More
to the
marketing
album.
and whatnot.
So yeah, that's why more marketing and all. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's talk about Soweto by Victor.
Oh,
Down on TikTok, I beg.
oh,
TikTok.
please.
TikTok, I beg.
First of all, I would like
The
to
dance,
say
I
like
think.
big respect to the individuals. Okay, first of all, the one that we all know, Daffy, he's Victoria's manager. Big shout out to him. Then big shout out to the individuals supporting that Victoria's team, because we all know Victor is an independent artist. We know the whole issue around the accident he had last year, losing his friend and all. Still being able to come into his creative craft, cook up a song like that. Soweto, I don't know. There's just something organic about how Soweto blew. I'm not sure it was instant. Soweto was not that instant. I think like he just grew. To an extent that almost everywhere, to TikTok and everything. So I like the growth around. I'm very happy for him that song was like a mad track this year.
Then should we
Very nice one.
talking about Peace by Mohbad? Should we attribute it to his recent brawl with
Normally.
Mali?
I think this song,
People
was
paid
really-
attention
yeah.
to that song because of the issues he had with his
Malian
label
music,
boss. He has sang a whole lot of nice songs, but people don't pay attention to Mohbad. You
Yeah.
get, people listen to Zino more.
More,
They'll
yeah,
pay attention
true.
to him and all.
True.
But because of that issue, I think immediately he dropped Peace and
This went
he was being
About it
creative.
for him.
Yes, and he was
Yeah.
being creative about it.
about it.
There was this video.
Mm.
It's chorus about the chorus now.
Yeah.
If you miss now,
Yeah.
that was where he drew the whole
Your stuff.
inspiration from.
That's
And
true. the whole issue with Malian music actually worked in his favor for that song.
Okay.
Yeah, for Mobad. And I think like it's long overdue. I keep saying it. 2020's biggest hits, bro. Mobad deserves all the respect for that verse. Just one freestyle. KPK.
KPK.
I think that's where Mobad like he set the standard for himself that no, this street game forever goated. KPK is forever goated. I think National Museum status worthy. You get. So I just feel that issues with the label, Mobad is not someone that we see performing most of the time. You get. So maybe that's what has delayed his growth. But there's a level that Mobad should be on now that is not yet there. So all those things, the name of the song and everything combined to his being a hit.
All right. Yes. Talking about Skibby featuring the video, that's Baddest Boy. I tend to see Skibby as a collaboration person. Let's talk about his hits.
Sensima
with Ricardo Bans.
London
yeah.
with Ricardo Bans.
That's how
Neptune, and the likes.
Yeah, that is actually true.
Does he have a hit where he has actually done by himself?
I cannot think of one.
I don't think so.
No, just like the way Ruga has been, attacking Buju. That's okay. Buju baby, just come out with 5 songs that you can perform, and then the whole crowd will be banging to.
He said
to
it
those
as
songs.
Buju baby.
Buju baby.
Like Ruga is actually Buju's pops.
So I think for some people it is just collaboration is just for them. Even the one of the biggest female artists, yes, that's in person of Tiwa Savage. We should check her track record very well. I think just a very few tracks that she had sung on her own that became, real successful hits. Most of the hits she had was always with featuring somebody or she being featured.
Yeah, true.
Eminado was with Don Jazzy. Ifewa Agbono was with I think So Sick or something.
Malo was with Whiskey.
Malo was
Yeah,
with
one with
Whiskey.
Pato Ranking too.
Yeah, Gelio remix.
Gelio remix. Yeah. So if we talk about Koroba, yes, that's one, and it didn't really go too far.
Koroba went far, but not that. Yeah.
Then Red.
Koroba was a hit.
Okay, Red was the album. There was this particular one that was
Standing Ovation with
Standing Ovation. Olamide, that's another collaboration.
Yeah.
So I think for some artists it's just like that naturally when they So when they combine with other people, they their songs
get
go
farther. Yeah.
Okay, true. And then the videos stand strong. A lot of people have been saying that his composition ability of that song must have been prophetic. Like like he knew something was going to go wrong.
Happen, later in the year.
And then came up with this song which became a hit. Yes, we had this choir. The song, and then all of a sudden, what happened to him happened, and then the song now became what was needed. It was just like Naira Marley's Ayeole. Shortly, it dropped shortly before the EndSARS protest and all the problem then. And then the song became the theme song for the protest because checking it out saying that
life is not hard.
How did it start again? You policemen now before we fall for you, but now even if we come out nothing, you understand? So that song became the perfect song for that moment, and then a lot of people were vibing to it. So now this particular Stand Strong, should we say that Davido had an inclination that something was going to go wrong before he did that song, but maybe he never knew what it was going to be. Definitely wouldn't have known, because if he had known, then he would have always been with the boy all the time. He would have avoided it or protected the boy, the more. So should we say that I don't know whether musicians, when they are composing, they get inspiration for what could want to happen in the future?
I think that's the thing with music. Though me personally, I always like the video when he sings personal songs, like not the club I love the club bangers, but when it gets introspective, like the intro on every
Intro.
good time, yeah,
That's one song that
Intro,
that,
yeah.
that
it stands
that
out
is it for me all the time.
all the time. You
All
always
the
hear
time.
it.
It's
That song
always
is
it
dope.
for me.
Yeah, I mean, so this one, I don't want to say it's prophetic because it seems like I don't know why somebody would sing a bad prophecy for himself, but I just felt that space that he was in at that time, it fits him. If you remember, the song was released the same day with Last Last.
Yes.
That Bonner found some trouble. He posted the song.
Okay.
Also dropped with Zinoliski now. Loving
Yeah,
You.
Loving You.
That so the song didn't make Apple Music top one, but I would say it's a standout track for the year because I think that's the only song we heard from the video this year. The only single from him
Yeah,
this year.
I think that song came out because from the lyrics of the song, I think because he dropped the project last year. That's
A
a
Better
better
Time.
time.
Yeah.
He did not really do well. So dropping Stand Strong is just telling us that
Nothing they happen.
Nothing
they
they
happen.
happen, yeah,
Exactly.
he
Yeah,
still got
I
his
see
back and
the
everything, yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So he did not have anything to do with what happened to him.
Okay.
So just the musical
After,
phase.
I
Yeah.
think just the musical phase.
Okay, well, let's. We still have other songs. That's Clear by Portable, Chance by Shea Vibes. I think we discussed that before. And then Realized by Balo Ranking. And then Tiwa Savage's Loaded featuring again.
Ashake.
So what would have happened if Tiwa had tried to sing that song alone?
It won't get that airplane. No, it won't get that airplane.
I saw a
see.
I saw a tweet by one of these social media influencers that Ashake should not be singing with dead artists. I was wondering that,
For real.
But if
this year,
yeah,
is my baby really dead? Like it was like
all
an
the
attack
tracks
on my own
Ashake has dropped
personality.
I mean, this is like the list for me. I don't know.
this year, right?
Yeah, Tiwa Savage and Ashake. Of Terminator, like even his
I think
features.
so.
I feel
Hey,
like this is
no,
like
no.
We did not
like
put
compared-
Palazzo in list of hit songs. Mad.
compared to
I think
to
Palazzo
other
song was
songs
a
he has
trend.
dropped. Yeah,
Was a
I feel like
And
this is
Okapo.
the
It was a
least.
moment.
That's cap.
No, do you know why I say it was a moment? Like Ashake did not give Palazzo enough time
Time before it.
No,
before he dropped. I think
Peace
after
Be Unto
Palazzo
You.
was
Yes, now,
PB, Peace Be
Peace
Unto
Be
You.
You, Terminator.
So Peace Be Unto You, like we had not even like it's more like you're eating Palazzo. You have not even finished. They have brought extra plate
I was
of
still struggling with the lyrics to learn
the lyrics.
I just
Before
saw him
Peace Be
writing
Unto
it
You.
by like,
And that one was
Ashake
quite
Jonah.
easier to learn than Palazzo. I think there was the time that I was saying if somebody can sing Palazzo to you, that person should not fail any exam in this life.
I'm telling you.
So like
Palazzo was a dope.
Ashake did not even give us time to, but I think I would agree with that. Loaded is kind of like it's not like it's bad, but
Yeah, it's a nice
like
song,
the
but that's-
weakest, weakest Ashake track
Loaded.
this year. Yeah, Loaded
Okay.
to me. And
Tiwa actually dropped a single, but I don't know, but I don't know what
She did.
what
She
she was
did.
trying to do.
Really?
With
No,
the song.
you know that song is actually Empire's track. It's
No,
Empire that owns
I don't think
Loaded.
she's on the album. She's
No,
on
she's
the album.
Loaded is on Empire's album.
No, not Loaded.
Okay.
There was a song she dropped that did not really enter. She was singing like a video or something.
I think
Oh,
Tiwa
yeah,
just
Kuku
needs
phone.
to.
Okay,
I
Kuku
think-
for the
I
hair.
think what
Yeah,
Kuku
yeah.
phone.
Okay, so in one word, because of our time, how do we compare Naira Marley of 2019 to Ashake of 2022?
The difference
is clear.
Organic. Ashake's own was organic. I don't think Naira Marley would have really done what he did
Without
if-
the controversy.
Without
Yeah.
controversy.
So
without the
Without the
controversy.
Naira Marley was chemical, or what are you saying?
No,
Bro,
without that
without that controversy,
Yes.
we might
I'm
not
not sure
have
would
Naira Marley of
would have had that image of no manners and
No.
the trend that time.
Even
Actually.
Before the
that,
controversy,
people
Naira
were
Marley was
saying
already
no
a
manners,
menace.
no bets gang.
No bet gang.
You know this whole movement has started.
But that controversy just I don't know.
Chill,
just-
chill.
No,
Am I a Yahoo
no,
boy
no.
dropped? Yeah.
It has
Yes.
to do with that controversy.
No,
Yeah,
no.
if there was not that controversy,
No.
yeah,
No.
Am I a
Naira
Yahoo
Marley
boy
was doing
dropped
fine.
before?
He was doing fine.
after.
But he was never on that level before the controversy.
Yes,
Which level?
It was
The
Sophie
level
that dropped after.
with which he operated in 2019 after the controversy.
Naira Marley.
Okay. Well, because of
No,
our
you
time
can't,
again,
you can't even do
let's quickly look at this award category. Then, of course, talking about all the artists that have topped the charts throughout the year. Yeah, Burna Boy, Ashake, Whiskey, Feuds, Benson, Black Bones, Fireboy, and then
Ruga.
should we say
You got
Lade,
chopped that,
and then who again?
Ruga,
Should we,
Ruga.
Ruga,
is
definitely
topping like this.
Hamido, and then Kiss Daniel.
Kiss Daniel,
Yeah.
yeah.
So who should be the artist of the year?
Bonaba.
Ashake.
Burna Boy.
Obviously.
Burna
See,
Boy.
I don't personally.
Odogu.
Because of my bias towards him, I would say Burna Boy. But by the consistency,
and the growth,
the manner,
the charisma,
the everything,
the vibe, the
Ashake
crew, the energy.
I don't even want to call him the artist of the year. Man of the
Ashake
year.
is
Man of the year, bro.
the man of the year.
Every single one is back to
Okay, so
back.
if
And the
Ashake is the
definition.
man of the year, what do we say about the 75,000 naira ticket price? For
Tickets are sold out. They are sold out.
They are sold out already, so everywhere,
It's sold out. It's sold out.
Yes.
But to me, it is not worth it.
Yeah, but
Please. 75k, bro. This is
75
Nigeria.
or 70k.
70k.
Wow.
This is
okay,
Nigeria.
70.
This is
Yeah,
70k.
70k. Someone was telling me that they are using American dollar to like.
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
Nigeria, whether we like it or not.
Bro, Ashake is a
It's
Nigerian
sold out already.
artist.
So
Ashake is a Nigerian
good for
artist.
him.
This is your breakout here. If Ashake is collecting 70k, see, there's one thing that we don't realize with that 70k ticket. If Ashake is collecting 70k
Next
this
year,
year,
I want to see.
Ashake must make sure that he's always on that level because that ticket has to be increasing with every passing year. That means in the next 5 years, Ashake should be collecting 250k for regular ticket. Debola, would you like to go?
70k is standing ticket though.
It's standing 70k standing
ticket.
ticket. I should stand and go and watch Ashake perform what? Songs that are on the same sonic palette.
So what?
For how many hours?
So in one word for Ruga versus Benson.
Yeah.
What
I
should
think
be the advice?
I think we just
Are they
pick one.
doing this?
it-
Are they
pick your
doing
fave.
this to
Pick your fave. One by one.
It is
Pick your
said to
fave.
pick your fave.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we all know that Benson will continue to be featuring artists.
Okay.
It's either he's featured or they
Or they
feature
feature
him
him,
before
yeah.
he has an hit.
Yeah.
So it's settled.
Me, I
Right, that's it.
Benson is just
That's
the
it.
one
Okay,
giving him
well,
out.
ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on the show for today.
I love
Definitely we'll come your way some other time. I think we should do this more, maybe quarterly or monthly, henceforth. Yes, by Zaga Empire, definitely. And it is, yes, the Z Roundtable. Special thanks to Zaga Empire, the boss, that's Aziz himself, and then of course all the crew, the whole crew. Yes, I have a lot of people at the back of the camera there. Yes, and then, we are saying a very big thank you to every one of them. Yeah, thank you to Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, where we are, for the space that we have been able to use for this particular show. And then, of course, we shouldn't forget to say special thanks to the GM. Yes, that's Mr. Michael Abiodun Olariwaju. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. And then, of course, the engineering department head, that's Engineer Ikon Aboyeji. Thank you so much. Yeah, David is somewhere around there. And then, of course, Praise, yes, a.k.a. Alabanza, also there. And then with the rest of the crew, Melanie, Annie, and then, of course, Amira. Yeah, they're all there somewhere. Okay, yes, DJ Pepe also, yes, got into the background. Definitely. Ikon Living, thank you so much. Manni, thank you so much for your time. And of course, Debola, that's DBL. And Sturaro, thank you so much for your time. Yes, well, till we come your way again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. My name remains Don Femi King, and then, of course, it is peace out. Bye.
Let go. One love.
Cast. Share you the wine mini.
That's another hit, though. That's another hit.
That's the hit of the year.
Now, wait a minute.